Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, May 19th, 2023. It's also Saturn Jayanti, or Saturn's birthday, today. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has talked about how the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. As we connect with those light beings, we are receiving their positive blessings into our lives and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. And also to do the puja, I have a container of water. I have a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. We start with using the water, sprinkling a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard chart, purifying the space for the puja. I put a few drops of water on my own head to symbolically purify me, and I send a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, symbolically purifying everyone, whether you're watching it live or later on a replay. We start the puja with first invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and we ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask him to remove obstacles for you now and always. Next, we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Ñanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention towards the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that's ruling the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. I put the flower petals on the moon. Right now, the moon is in a star called Kritika, a star that has energies for truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment in my area, we are in the new moon called Amavasya in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Amavasya Devye Namaha. Om Amavasya Devye Namaha. Om Amavasya Devye Namaha. Next, we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, this is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Atiganda, which has energies of danger. Atiganda, Atiganda, Atiganda. And the karana that's active right now is one called Naga, which has energies that are mystical. Naga, Naga, Naga. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We start with the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. This is the sign of Gemini, which is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon right now in my local area. Dr. Pillai said we would look at the ascendant and then honor the planet that rules the ascendant sign. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign, we'll go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has a planet in it. Today, in the ascendant sign of Gemini, is Venus. We honor Venus. I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus right now is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Now we honor the archetype who rules Ardra's star, which is Rudra, a fierce form of Shiva who destroys negativities within and without. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra's star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies, today containing Venus, planet of love and beauty and joy, planet of enjoyment of material plane comforts, and also a planet that helps us to enjoy the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Going in a clockwise direction, the next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Karkata or Cancer, which today contains Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Pushya, a star that is considered to be the most spiritually auspicious of all the stars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Pushya star is ruled by Brihaspati, a form of Jupiter in which he is a tremendous spiritual teacher, considered to be even the teacher of the gods. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om on Mars. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Pushya's star is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is having a birthday today. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Cancer, which is the sign, which is the moon. Everybody's trying to slide in. The moon rules Cancer. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs, today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems, a planet that is a healer and a protector. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. I put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the wind and the air element, and also is the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that Pluto is in. He's in a star called Uttarashada, which is a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn, our birthday boy. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, who is retrograde, extra powerful. Dr. Pillai says Pluto is a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. And again, it's Saturn's birthday today, so we are celebrating Saturn. I put flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, and a star with so much healing energy that its nickname is 100 Physicians. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rains and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now We honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put more flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, a zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, structure, longevity, planet that can help us with discipline, our work ethic, planet that can help us with organization, all of these very salt of the earth qualities. We honor Saturn, it's his birthday, and we celebrate that he's in this sign that he rules. Today is an awesome day to help feed someone, whether it's handing food to someone or donating to a charity that helps feed someone or dropping off food at your local food bank, etc. But Saturn is always very, very happy when we help feed others. And Dr. Pillai has said many, many times, the fastest way to access the grace of the divine is to feed a hungry person. And Saturn would very, very much support that. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena, or Pisces, which today contains Neptune. I put flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada. This is a star that Dr. Pillai says can help with blessings for enlightenment, charity, and also purification. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. Again, I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most metaphysical and transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with our intuition and also help us to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, and Uranus. Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury are all in the same star, so I will invoke all three of them before we invoke the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Rahu for being in Aries. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury are all in a star called Ashwini, a star that has ability to give blessings for speed and also for healing. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumars, horse-headed twins. They have a head of a horse and they each have a body of a handsome young man. They are said to be filled with healing energies. Their father is the sun, who is filled with life-affirming energies. And these twins are so filled with health and healing abilities that they are able to do many miraculous things. I put the flower petals across Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we invoke Uranus for being in Aries. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Bharani, a star symbolized as the yoni, a symbol that represents the female private parts. This is a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Nisha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Jupiter, planet that helps with spirituality, with wealth, with everything related to banking or legal matters. Rahu, planet that helps us to think outside the box. Mercury, planet of communication, business, a planet that helps with our sense of humor. And Uranus, a planet that Dr. Pillai says helps us with creative ability, helps us with success in life, higher intelligence, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains the moon and the sun. They're both in the same star, so I will invoke both of them before we honor the star. I start with the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the sun for being in Taurus. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The moon and the sun are both in a star called Kritika, a star of truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, the archetype who rules the fire element. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha, or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions and our receptivity to light, and the sun, which is our soul, and a planet so important for our health. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Now, I take a lit incense stick and I'm going to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance. And I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I take a bell for the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Later, I will eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Now I make prayer hands and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our schools, our workplaces, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you very much for joining. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Yesterday, someone asked a question about names of Jupiter. And I said, there's a book that has 108 names of each of the planets, along with commentary about those names. It's a very well-written book. It's called Yoga of the Planets, Their Mantras and Philosophy. Each name is a mantra in and of itself. The author of it is Andrew Foss, Foss, and I believe it's available in paperback from Amazon. So this is a book, you may not read it like straight through, but you might dip into it, look at a particular planet, read a few of the names, maybe read up on the planet that is your own major planetary influence or your Dasa planet at the moment, for example, and see what those energies are all about for you. So that's just a suggestion from yesterday. Again, today is Saturn's birthday. I will be doing a fire lab tonight in the Manifest with Fire program. It's available as a single paid fire lab, I believe, on that page for Manifest with Fire for May. So you may want to do something. Follow-up question about flower petals. Can they be used in tarpanum? No. Once you've used the flower petals, then you discard them. You don't reuse them for another ritual. And tarpanum is a ritual that typically doesn't have flower petals in it. So you don't need to use flowers for tarpanum. You can use flowers for karma removal. If you can't get a lime or a lemon, you could take a flower petal. You could take a flower, not a petal, but a whole flower. And you could roll that around your head, your face, your shoulders, your heart. And then you take the flower and crush it, because you put the negative karma into the flower. Crush it, throw it into the trash, and then wash your hands. You wouldn't reuse that flower for anything else as well. Thank you for the questions, Barbara. Good questions. I know that Ronnie has another program coming up, and she's going to need to use the Zoom account for her program. So I'm going to go ahead right now and close out for today. We truly appreciate it when you click on the like button and when you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.